In this video, I will share 9 habits with you that keep people poor in life and stop them from moving forward. It's often said that if all the money in the world were gathered and equally distributed among all the people, meaning every person on earth received the same amount of money, after some time, that money would return to the same rich people who had it before, and those who were poor will become poor again. That's because poor people have certain habits related to money that they don't change, and these habits are what keep them poor. So today, we'll talk about those habits. The first habit is paying yourself last. I first read about this in the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The book explains that people pay their bills in 2 different ways. The first way is how poor people do it. When their salary comes in, they first pay rent, phone bills, electricity, gas, and other expenses. If anything is left, they save it at the end. The second way is how rich people do it. They pay themselves first. As soon as they receive their salary, they put at least 10% into savings, as if it's a mandatory bill, and only then do they think about other expenses. The second habit is taking debt lightly. Nowadays, people take loans even for small things like gifts, clothes, or spending with friends. Make this golden rule for your financial life. If you can't pay the full price of something in cash, never buy it on loan, because debt is a trap. Once a person falls into it, getting out becomes very difficult. Credit card companies want you to stay trapped in debt. That's how they make their money. The third habit of poor people is not saving money or saving very little, as we discussed in the first habit. Those who become rich are the ones who set aside money for savings first. Poor people also save, but they only save what's left over at the end of the month, and they keep depositing that leftover amount in the bank. Whereas rich people save money consistently for 6 months or a year, and then use that money to invest in something profitable. The next habit is not knowing their income and expenses properly. Poor people don't keep a proper record of their earnings and spending. If they earn less, they spend less. If they earn more, they spend more. Their expenses keep increasing along with their income. Rich people, on the other hand, have a clear roadmap. They know exactly what their monthly expenses are, and even if their income increases, they don't raise their expenses. Instead, they save the extra money and invest it. The next habit is having expensive hobbies. Many people develop costly habits, like buying luxury items, expensive cars, pricey watches, or high-end phones. This is one of the fastest ways a person can stay poor. Often, poor people buy expensive things just to look rich. If you want to improve your financial condition, either increase your savings or create new sources of income. And the best way is to do both and always shop within your budget. Remember, if you are poor, even if you wear expensive clothes, no one will truly respect you. So instead of buying costly items, focus on improving your financial situation. The 6th habit is relying only on savings. Friends, remember this. No one in this world has ever become rich just by saving. You can't build wealth through saving alone, because savings have a limit. But there's no limit to increasing your income. So try to invest the money you save. Use it for something productive and profitable. The 7th habit is lack of planning. Most poor people don't plan their finances properly. They don't have a budget for spending, nor do they think about how to increase their income. They spend their entire salary without thinking and end up needing to borrow money by the end of the month. The 8th habit is relying on a single source of income. Most poor people always depend on just one salary. That's why they constantly live in stress and pressure. They live under the constant threat of, what if I lose my job? But rich people have multiple sources of income. That's why they earn more and experience less mental stress. The 9th habit is not trying to learn or improve themselves. Poor people often spend most of their time on entertainment. Rich people, on the other hand, use their time to learn new things. They invest in themselves. They read good books, take courses. They work on self-improvement. And that's why their lives improve too. And remember, in life, learn something new every day. Think new. Do something new. Keep learning.